Ambitious.
Dynamic.
Exciting.
Home. Escape.
Family.
It gives me a chance to express myself in ways that like visual forms of art can't. It gives me a chance to bring whatever I have going on in my life to the stage and to be vulnerable, and only me really know that. I guess it almost gives me closure, just having that ability to just be myself.
Performing on stage gives me a thrill by allowing me to express myself, and it gives me confidence.
A getaway from just day-to-day life, and more of a distraction, but definitely just get into a different world, I guess.
I would say it gave me self-confidence. With this being my very first show, my first production, I'd never been in anything before, so the way that it validated that I could do something, and I could do something outside of my comfort zone and be something totally different, it just gave me self-confidence, something that I couldn't believe that I actually did.
The reason it gives me an escape is because I just feel free and I can be myself, but also someone else at the same time, and I don't have to worry about my real life, and I can just be who I want to be on stage.
I love to perform on stage. It makes me feel the most at home out of anywhere that I am. And so being a choreographer, when I'm teaching dance, I'm not just teaching the steps. I hope that I can give the children and the adults that I teach the same kind of feeling of being at home on stage.
The first production I saw here was The Music Man. And I always wanted to sing, but I never really knew through what avenue I could do that, because I was never going to be a rock star. But I came here and I saw people telling stories through song, and I was like, oh, I can do that. I can be a storyteller, but I can also sing. And that's sort of what brought me back, is still having a venue to be able to tell stories.
When I was growing up, I always loved to sing, and I would sing in the choir, but I would never be the person that got the solo. I was always super nervous to sing out loud, and I just never thought I was good enough. I thought I was the type of person who would sing background or sing harmony. And when I got in college, I actually got in stage band. And a lady came up to me after the show, and she said, "Do you know the Brookhaven Little Theater?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I've never went there or watched any shows." And she said, "Well, they're about to be doing The Little Mermaid, and I think you would make a great Ariel." And my heart kind of just stopped, because that's really the first time in my life where someone acted like I was good enough. And it really meant a lot to me, and I ended up auditioning, and it was a wonderful show, a wonderful process. And I've been back ever since, because I love the sense of community and family that it brings, and it allows me to express myself in ways that I love.
Well, actually, my mom suggested that I try out for Little Mermaid, and I actually was not a big fan of the idea, but as soon as I performed in Little Mermaid, it was something that I knew that I could not live without.
The Brookhaven Little Theater called my mom to choreograph Newsies, and she immediately accepted it. And so after, she asked me if that's something I'd want to try out for. And I was a little hesitant at first, and when I walked in, everyone kind of made me feel like I was supposed to have been here my whole life. And like I said, the minute I stepped on stage, I felt 100% at home. And so from then on, I was just kind of stuck here. I feel so comfortable with everybody here, and I've never wanted to be anywhere else in my life except here.
A couple years ago, my wife and I came and watched Peter Pan, and that was our first experience here at the BLT, so that definitely kind of sparked our interest in it. And then my wife got involved and did a couple shows, and now it's kind of something that we kind of want to do together. We love to perform together, so that brought us here. And as far as bringing us back, I want to continue to perform with my wife and have that time together.
We first came to the BLT because I felt like my son would do a really great job with auditions, and so we just came in one day and started asking questions, and we were welcomed with open arms. We were told all about the theater, we were told all about the upcoming production, and they encouraged us to audition. And we'd never been a part of it before, and so it ended up that myself, my son, and my daughter all auditioned together, and we all got roles in our very first production, Matilda. And it was a really, really neat thing that we got to do it all together. My husband ended up doing sound and lights for that production, and it was just a very unique experience.